Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class Nemesis Leo Prime. Gonna put him off to the side real quick because we look at this box, which yep, you can see him there. There's line mode, there's Legacy Evolution Transformers and stuff, and there's a maximal symbol with a slash across it because yeah, there's reasons for that. Because how the things happen in the show. But yeah, you got all that stuff there in the front. And the top you hear Legacy Evolution and the QR code if you want to, see the tech specs. On the side here, you have the robot mode shots, which look pretty good. On this side, of course, you have the line-wide artwork. On the bottom, you have some what's included and whatnot, and a barcode. And on the back, you have warnings and copyrights, and of course, who's some product shots, and of course, the Evo Fusion, which is like, yeah. And it comes with instructions that are pretty much, hey, surprise, almost identical to Leo Primes. Yeah. This is Nemesis Leo Prime, who is basically a new toy version of Copy Convoy from the old Beast Wars Neo, or Beast Wars 2, whichever, one of those. That series. Yep. It is, yeah. So he's a bit different. Obviously more grays and blacks than the other one, but yeah, you see, got a very primish head. He's still got the maximal symbol there on the chest there, which is interesting. And he's got the lion face here on the side. You have, of course, lion bits here in his arms, which have lion bits attached to the back. You got the teal and black down here. You got the gray and black and some teal toes, claws, yeah, all that stuff. You got a bit of a backpack, but nothing too egregious. I mean, compared to his shoulder or arm kibble, I guess. But yeah, yeah. Very different colors, but yeah, nice teal eyes too, by the way. Those really kind of pop. But yep. Based on Copy Convoy, so yeah, he's a gray lion with black mane and whatnot. Yeah. Very interesting looking robot. Still got a couple cool gimmicks, like still can open the chest here and reveal his little spark crystal, which now is teal instead of blue. Still do that. Still do the thing, you can bring out the claws and, bring out the lion paws and then bring out the claws here if you want on both sides. That's still a thing. And of course, he still has several accessories, the same ones from Leo Prime. We got this pair of guns. Kind of, he can hold those in his hands, like so, if you want. Can also store them in the lion head. And again, like before, you can keep them in the lion head throughout transformation and whatnot if you want. They will happily stay there. That's nice. You got the other pair of guns, which have more of a tabs rather than pegs. Still can kind of hold them in the hands, but not really. You can kind of force it, but it's not going to work very well. Although they can, of course, there's these hexagonal peg holes, which you can use them in. And of course, if you want, you can just peg them in the side like that. On each arm, just open that up and tab them in and use that. And of course, with these, you can also store them in the backpack, which, right there, you can see there's slots there. And again, kind of just like before, kind of a pain to get them to actually cooperate and go in nice and cleanly. But they will store nice and snug once you get them actually into the slots. And they will not be coming out unless you want them to come out, which is nice. They won't fall out or anything. They do go in snug. So you can store them back there like that. There you go. But he does come with two extra accessories the Leo Prime did not, which is these two guns. They both have their own pegs, and of course you can, again, dual wield, akimbo, whatever you want to call it. You can have that if you want. Or you can do this, which is you can take them and put them together, and you have the Maximal Blaster, or I think I believe it was called Maximal Blaster. Yeah, he comes with it, not Leo Prime. So you can take that, put it in his hand, and he has that, and he's got an extra gun, and it's actually, a gun, which was a thing in the show. And there you go. That's very much a thing. So that's pretty neat. He actually comes with an extra accessory that the Leo Prime does not. You can give it to Leo Prime if you want as well. I'll show that in real soon. But One thing he actually has in common with, I guess, well, it's kind of the Masterpiece version. That's the whole, I said the whole can of worms there when I reviewed that. But he's kind of loose in a couple places, particularly the shoulders. The shoulders and whatnot are way looser than Leo Prime's were. Like the shoulders and elbows are noticeably looser than Leo Prime. Same with these arm bits and whatnot, or shoulder bits, I should say, are kind of also loose. Like, there's a lot of loose parts in here. I don't know why they're so loose compared to the Leo Prime, but they are. The Neos are also a little looser. These aren't so bad, though, because the Neos aren't so bad, but they noticeably are looser than the Leo Prime version. The ankles are still nice and tight. The waist is still pretty tight. The head is also really tight as well. So, yeah, it's just mostly the arms and shoulders are kind of just weirdly loose, and I don't know why. So yeah, that's been unfortunate. Oh yeah, I guess you can do the whole, deploy this as well if you want as a shoulder cannon. So that's a thing. Yeah, posability, its head on a ball joint, so left and right, up and down. There's also the platform it's on, which likes to untab itself very easily. And up and down is kind of limited and whatnot. He does have a ball jointed head, but it's kind of weirdly limited. Arms, you can see you get that out of the way. The arms can do technically a full rotation, but that stuff gets in the way. You have outward that far, and you have the bicep swivel, and the elbow can go 90 degrees, and there is not a wrist swivel because of how it transforms. And of course, it's all this stuff which you can try to get out of the way and whatnot, because those are on ball joints. And shoulder, you can see the shoulder pads can move back, and they can move up as well for posability. This waist is on a swivel, unhindered. Hips, you can go forward that far and back that far and outward that far, which is, good splits there. You got a thigh swivel right here. You have the knee, which is about 90 degrees, and ankles, well, they can tilt that much. And you have the heel spur, which can be helpful. And I guess you kind of have this rotation, but that's more for transformation, but you do have it. Kind of breaks the sculpt and it's at an angle, so it's kind of might be useless for most poses, but you never know. So yeah, again, decent amount of posability, and they can look pretty good in a lot of poses, and its different color scheme means he does look pretty unique. Yeah, just some comparisons. Here he is with the Leo Prime. See, yeah, very different color schemes, but same base mold. Leo Prime here is standing funny. Don't know why. Yeah, same base mold, but different color schemes. But yeah, again, the maximal blaster, you can, you can give that to Leo Prime if you want. If you want to, you can give it to Leo Prime. It kind of technically belongs with him, so your choice if you want. So that's that. Here he is, the Masterpiece Leo Convoy, whichever version. I don't remember, dark version, black version, whatever. Yeah, the Masterpiece. You can see, yeah, the whole. They got the whole, yeah, he's the, black line with gray mane, and he's the, gray line with black mane. They inverted the colors. This is correct to the animation. This was a whole new invention just for the Masterpiece. So, yay, finally got a cartoon. This guy has never got a toy before. Now he finally has one. Copy Convoy finally has a toy. It's cartoon accurate. So, hooray. And of course, here's Earthrise Prime, just for the sake of just the consistency. There you go. Okay, to transform him, we'll take the gun out of his hand. The other gun pieces, of course, like before, can just, stay in their storage places. They don't get in the way. Now I'll take this and move that back. Take the lion head and slide it outward. It only slides out a little bit. And move that back as well. Move the arms forward and out of the way. Then move that out of the way, and you go ahead and take this piece right here and rotate this 90 degrees like that. So that up and out of the way like that. Now here you want to go ahead and take the hands here and just fold those down like that. And go ahead and open up the chest. Start with this side and then this side. Open that up, and then take the head and fold that in. Take this whole chest piece right here. Do that. This one can get caught a little bit. There you go. undo that, rotate it around like that, and then put it back in like that. And take these pieces right here and bring them up. Rotate the arms at the bicep like so. And bring these pieces up like so. The line pot legs are kind of a little out of the way. Just get those out of the way a bit. And of course, when you bring these up on these platforms, here, there, or something, these are slots on the wrist, which will go into little tabs up in the lion head. That on this one, I'm noticing on Nemesis Leo Prime here, they don't tab in super well. But anyway, if I tab those in, and then go ahead and take these pieces and bring them together. Like that. So, bring that down over top. That. Take these pieces right here and untab those, or unpeg those. Those bits right there. Bring those up and out. And then go ahead and bring the line paws and rotate them around. There's this tab here, which will go in that slot. And tap that in. Maybe this if it will. Again, on this one, compared to Leo Prime, it's definitely looser, so it doesn't like to stay together until it's all together. Anyway, tap that in, rotate the line paw, close that up. Same thing on this side. Make sure the line paw's away. Make sure the arm stays tabbed in up here as well. Yeah, bring this and tab this in right here. Rotate the line paw, close this up, bring it down. Yeah, on this, the arm just simply does not like to stay in place, unfortunately. Here at the back legs, go ahead and take the heel spurs and fold those in. Rotate here, right here at the ankles. Rotate at the thighs, 180, bring that down, and then use this top joint, bring that back and fold it up like this. It'll click into place. Bring that down, again, fold that up and they'll click into place like that. Now this right here, bring it forward and it'll tab into multiple places, like so. Just tab that in like that. And then this piece right here, you can bring this forward and this will tab in. Actually, before you tab that in, right here, take the lion tail and bring that out and it'll click into place. You can tab this piece in right here and then this piece right there, and there you go. Adjustments to that stuff. There you go. There's Nemesis Leo Prime. In his alt mode. Which, yep, it looks like a gray and black version of the Leo Prime that came out a little bit earlier. This one, though, you can see, hey, look. He's got pupils drawn in, not just old entirely gold eyes, so, you know, it kind of looks more like the cartoon. Actually kind of looks all right. So there's that. You know, you can see you got the gray line. It's actually, most of it you can tell is just, well, line. You got some robot-y bits back here, you know, and down here and stuff. But, and, you know, you see some stuff peeking out like here. But most part, and again, because of the color scheme, I said this with the Masterpiece version. Again, kind of Masterpiece version. Just go with it. But the black and gray causes all the hands and stuff to blend in really well, so you can't really see it. You know, it kind of just blends in with the main. So color-wise, this actually coordinates better between the alt mode and the robot mode overall compared to the normal version. So there you go on that. So it looks really nice in just both modes. It looks really nice. All the colors blend together. The only thing that really sticks out is like down here, that back here, you can see some robot bits, but they're hidden away well enough that you're not, for the most part, if he's on display like this, you're not going to see most of the robot stuff except for right here. And so, like, it winds up looking really good. Unfortunately, the extra gun, there's really nowhere to store it in this mode, as far as I can tell. There's just nowhere to store it, unfortunately. There's no, like, peg holes or, like, none of that, as far as I can tell. That's this is just going to have to be put off to the side, unfortunately, which I understand, but I mean, you can, I guess, possibly store it here, but like it's getting in the way of this thing. And yeah, unfortunately, like I said, on mine, these right here, the arms do not like to stay tabbed into the line mate, unfortunately, so they like to pop out really easily. So that was not a problem with my Leo Prime, but it's a problem here. So something weird happened. Again, between that and the loose joints, is a bit of a mold degradation or something. Yeah, it's just disappointing. These don't really, as far as I can tell, don't store anywhere. So that kind of stinks. Unless I missed something in the instructions, which I'm kicking myself if that's the case. Really, the only place is like, yeah, you flip these out, you can like peg them in here. I know the instructions actually tell you to put these guns up the hair, but like, I'm lazy. But you can peg those in here, and you know, you can do the attack mode, which, yeah, you can peg them in the sides here, and not super well. Again, these are weird hexagonal pegs, and flip the main out right here. If I can get a fingernail underneath somewhere. There we go. Yeah, you can kind of do that, and that's for the attack mode. You can do that, so you could leave it in the permanent attack mode and leave the other guns, which normally would go here. You'll get them out. And they, again, I'm not going to show because it's a pain in the butt. You know, they're stored in here. The other ones are actually stored in here, but you know, get those out and peg those and, you know, tab them in here. But yeah, you get for the same attack mode. But yeah, you know, do that. You know, take those, untap them, bring them here. And then of course the problem is you don't have anywhere to put these unless you take these off and put them up here. And then of course I have nowhere to put those. And well, actually, I'm curious. You know, I am going to try to take these out of the here because there's something that just kind of occurred to me. Yeah, so you open that up and hey, look, there's the other guns. And curious, is that, there's a slot here, but is that big enough? Is it big enough for this tab? No. Oh man, it's so close. It looks like it almost should be, but yeah, it doesn't quite. Oh man, yeah, because if this slot was just slightly bigger, this could tab in, and then you could have all of them on at once. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's the case. So that's disappointing. But yeah, you can bring those out and tab those into the sides, and just like with Leo Prime, and of course, getting them tabbed into the back here is a pain. But again, it's weapon storage that you can just leave them there if you don't want to deal with them at all. You can just leave them there forever. That's, again, that's kind of nice. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just gonna get this stuff put back. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh well. But yeah, posability in this mode. His mouth can open. Kind of clicks, which is weird. But yeah, it can open, and you look all. It's just, he just lines up looking very shocked. Like, what? I'm not the real Leo Convoy? That's ridiculous. But yeah. This stuff's tabbed in, so you get this, you know, forward and back there. You do have this side to side. Of course, you can do the, you know, bring the claw out like that, although it's kind of upside down for beast mode here. These, of course, are the same as the robot mode, so you have outward, you do have a little bit of forward and back before you kind of bang it into sculpting. You do have the thigh swivel. You do have this joint, although it's kind of, again, it kind of makes things a little weird looking, but you have those joints for the knee. And yeah, that really clicks into place. You do have the swivel down here, and you have the tilt here, and the tail can just go up and down. And there you go. There's your posability. Not a lot, but you know, a decent-ish amount, but not much you can do in this mode. It's pretty much just going to be standing like this, because what else are you going to do, right? Again, also nice little, and just, again, like the teal claws, so that looks neat. But yeah, comparisons, again. There is beast mode. Here's the Legacy Evolution Leo Prime. Again, the kind of the eye thing. A lot of people took to fixing it themselves. I didn't mind, but yeah, it does look good. You can see what I mean, though, about the color. Here, that because all the black robot parts just blend into the black main, versus you got red and blue robot parts just kind of under a yellow main, and kind of doesn't blend at all. But Here it just blends together better, and that's kind of like why I feel like the Copy Convoy colors just work better for the design. So that's the thing. Here he is with the Masterpiece version. Again, kind of. You can see, again, black lines, silver mane, gray line, black mane, inverted colors. Yeah. There you go. On there. And also, here he is, Earthrise Prime, because why not? Again, Lion and Truck here do not exactly in scale with each other, but there's the size if you need it. So, that is Nemesis Leo Prime. I like this figure, but unfortunately mine does have a couple weird issues that the original release did not have, namely several loose joints. The arms don't like to tab in the line mode. And yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Just loose joints, a couple loose joints, particularly in the arms and shoulders. Those are just weirdly loose. Everything else is actually pretty solid. Just a couple weirdly loose joints. His transformation is still the same as before, so it's a pretty clever transformation. Though there's a couple little frustrating bits just because you have to, the good old moving part out of the way just to put another part in place. But it's a minor thing. He looks good. I think his color scheme overall works he's more cohesive than Leo Prime's. But Leo Prime is still a good toy, but this one's more cohesive overall. It looks great. I love the teal in that. Great robot. Poses well. Alt mode doesn't pose as well, very well, but it still looks good. It comes with a maximal blaster, which is neat, but unfortunately nowhere to put it on the alt mode, really, not without, going to permanent attack mode. But I think it's just a great toy. I think just generally it's a great little toy, and I like it quite a bit. If you like the Leo Prime and you like Nemesis colors, this is a good one. If you don't like Nemesis Prime type things, you're going to easily skip this. But I don't know, maybe if you're just really like Copy Convoy though, who knows? Because I guess he's technically the original. Well, not really. Yeah, I can't remember the exact timeline of Evil Prime, but I guess you can. But anyway, he's one of the originals that kind of pulled off the just the black and gray and teal color scheme compared to Optimus's red and blue. But I like it. It's a good Voyager. Of this wave between Dirge and him, I think I like him more, but they're both kind of just repaints. So, eh. But with Dirge, he's like the fifth one versus this is the first repaint. So, like, yeah. Yeah, so I think this is the stronger of the two. But anyway, I'm rambling now. It's a good toy. Pick it up if you want, unless you just hate Nemesis Prime stuff. But that's it for this one. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. Check out my co-host, ghost.org/Nemesis-Prime. I'm on Mastodon at Nemesis Prime 1 at mastodon.social. And check out my Coffee and my Patreon. And I shall see you next time with another video review.